Good evening, YouTubers. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. North Korea has once again fired two short-range ballistic missiles towards its east coast today in the direction of Japan, following a joint South Korean and U.S. missile drills and the return of a U.S. aircraft carrier to the region in response to the North's recent missile tests. They practice bombing runs. This here is a South Korean Air Force F-15 fighter jet. This here is an image of the North Korean intercontinental ballistic missile, which is in violation of UN international laws. Today's two missile launches within 22 minutes of each other was a 6 in 12 days, and the first since North Korea fired an intermediate range missile IRBM over Japan on Tuesday. The launch was reported by South Korea's Joint Chief of Staff and the Japanese government. This is the sixth time in a short period, just counting the ones from the end of September. Japanese Prime Minister told reporters this absolutely cannot be tolerated. Earlier this year, North Korea and Russia came into agreement, and North Korea has been providing Russia with lots of weapons, evidently. The launch came about an hour after North Korea condemned the United States for talking to the United Nations Security Council about Pyongyang's just counter-reaction measures of the South Korean People's Army on South Korea's U.S. joint drills. In a statement released by the Foreign Ministry, North Korea also condemned Washington for repositioning a U.S. aircraft carrier in the waters off the Korean Peninsula. Evidently, it's on the eastern side of South Korea, saying it posed a serious threat to the stability of the situation. The USS Ronald Reagan and its strike group was abruptly redeployed after the United States and South Korea ended its rare drills off the coast of North Korea, east of North Korea. This came as a response after North Korea launched its IRBM over Japan. One of the sharpest responses the Allies have had since 2017. The United States accused China and Russia on Wednesday of enabling North Korea leader Kim Jong-un by blocking attempts to strengthen UN security sanctions on Pyongyang over its nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles program. Tokyo lodged a vehement protest with North Korea through delegations in Beijing, Japanese defense minister said. Yeah, words don't seem to be working, do they? Sanctions don't work. The first missile today likely flew to an altitude of about 100 kilometers, which is about 60 miles, and had a range of 350 kilometers, which is about 217 miles, while the second one had an estimated altitude of 50 kilometers, 31 miles, and covered 800 kilometers, which is about 500 miles, and they're saying it was likely flying in an irregular trajectory. The missile they fired on Tuesday, or missiles, they said that they believe the track was either for Guam or for Hawaii. That's their ultimate goal. South Korea's JCS said the missiles were launched from near the North Korean capital of Pyongyang. Russia's deputy UN envoy told the UN Security Council meeting called by the United States that imposing sanctions on North Korea was a dead end that brought zero results. And China's deputy UN ambassador said the council needed to play a constructive role instead of relying solely on strong rhetoric or pressure. The IRBM, Intermediate Range Ballistic Missile, on Tuesday flew farther than it ever did before. It soared over Japan for the first time in 5 years, prompting a warning for residents there to take cover. They're certainly spending a lot of money with all this rhetoric. You know, this person shows off what they got, then the next one shows off what they got. Yeah, spending a lot of money that I don't think any of the countries have to spend right now. Yeah, and yeah, we all know where it's probably going to be going. Keep prepping. Don't tell people what you have. Yeah, because if a war does break out, and I pray that it doesn't, you think different things, food is short now and prices are high, it's going to be even worse if war breaks out. So keep your prepping to yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you.